What's up, guys? We are here. We're going to talk about stocks. So, standard disclosure, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please invest at your own risk. You can lose money. You can make money. Investing is very risky. So make sure that you are aware. Do your own research. Do not just take advice from random dudes on the internet like myself and TikTokers and things like that. Make sure that you do your own research and you have your own reasons for investing in said companies. Everyone has bias as well too, so make sure that you understand what positions they have. Disclaimer, I own Moneygram stocks and options, so I essentially want Moneygram to go up in value. All right, let's talk about Moneygram and why I think Moneygram is actually going to go up in value. Why I bought into Moneygram, why I think this is a great investment. So, Moneygram is a tiny company, and it's been losing money over the last couple of years. So you see this? It's bad, right? But it's on an upward swing. They don't give you the 2020. So if they gave us the 2020 data, you'd see it'd be like, it'd be an upward swing. If we look at that, we can see earnings over. So if you just take a look, that is very good for a couple of reasons. So just a uneducated investor, someone who is like, older, doesn't really do that much homework, doesn't look at things. They're going to look at the charts and they're going to see, they Google this, Moneygram, why should I buy it? Oh, wow, it's a declining company, almost dead. Almost dead, right? That's what you see on these charts. But we take a look in a deeper dive. We've done another video on this. Moneygram has had an incredible 2020. And you'll notice that in the last year, their stock prices has actually reflected that. So they were down at $251 in February 7th of 2020. And it has been a steady increase for the most part. They dipped down as low as almost $1 in March and April here. But then they rebounded heavily and just slow and steady. And this is organic growth in the stock market. There's no hype or pump or anything going on with this. This is just people realizing slowly but surely, hey, this is a good stock to own. It's got a forward trajectory. It's going up. It's an undervalued company. It's not going bankrupt. Like, people just started to come around to realize this. There is no actual media attention on this. If you look at my video, my other video on Moneygram, it's got like 30 or 40 views. We'll take a look at the stats on that. And especially if you can compare it to other videos like GameStop and CCIV and Nokia. Like, those videos got hundreds of views from my channel. And you can see Moneygram video got like 30. No one really cares about Moneygram. But the smart people do care about Moneygram. The smart people have been investing since, the $2, $3 mark. They've been in here. They got in early. And this is still actually pretty early. If we look at the week or the month, we'll look at the month chart. The month chart is still very, very positive. And again, organic growth, 5.33 up to 8.29. So a nice steady increase. That's what you want to see. You want to see companies that are growing. You want to see companies that are just constantly going up in value because you have that momentum backing the stock and the company. If the public opinion and the momentum is positive, things go up. It's like Newton's law of gravity. It's like what goes up must come down. Eventually, the stock probably will come down. But as of now, we just have forward momentum. If we were to look at, say, like GameStop stock, for example, you saw that forward momentum and then spike way up and then drop way down. That's what's in motion stays in motion. So what's going up will generally go up. What's going down will generally go down. That's just physics, and it applies to stocks as well. With momentum is a huge factor in public sentiment. So if we take a look at news, we have news up here, and you can also notice that earnings is coming out February 19th. So February 19th, we'll get more information about how good the company has done. But the biggest thing that I want to show you guys is that they've already told us how things are going, and this is why people have been buying like crazy. So let's take a look at some of this news. Let's find it here because it's a little bit buried in the news cycle. You can see a whole bunch of different random articles, and you always, again, have to check the sources and things like that. But let's see if we can find it. All right, so just Moneygram stock, and then the news doesn't give you the information that we're looking for. Let's go growth. News growth. All right, here we go, guys. This is what we're looking for. This article was 29 days ago. Moneygram reports 142% growth in December cross-border transaction growth. So we click on this, we can see it, and they've also reported triple-digit growth in another month as well. So this is the December. I believe they also reported the same amount of growth roughly in November as well. And, you know, I hate these things. You've reached your free article limit. A lot of this information is stuck behind paywalls, so the general population doesn't get to see it. But let's go take a look. Moneygram reports growth, and then we'll do November. So we have the December one right there. And again, it's actually a good thing that it's hard to find this information. If it was easy to find, then everyone would be all over the Moneygram stock already. All right, so here's an article here. Moneygram's digital transactions surge in December. And then if we actually read the article, it says, notably, the upside was even higher than the 136% year-over-year cross-border transaction growth reported for November 2020. So they're saying they reported November 2020, they grew 136% year-over-year cross-border transaction growth. And then in December, they reported this like 140% growth. So triple-digit growth in November and December have been reported, and the information is incredibly hard to find on the web. Like, you have to do some deep diving, searching, finding this kind of information. And again, that is a buying opportunity for people. When the information is hard to find, you find it and you're like, oh, wow, they're doing good. Most people don't do this kind of research and find this information, so they think the company is still dying, the company sucks, they think it's not doing good. They do that basic like understanding of looking at the charts from 2016 to 2019 and so forth. But when you dig deeper, you can find inefficiencies in the market and possible growth opportunities to make some money. This is why I invested in the Moneygram stock. Because of these reasons, when you actually start digging deeper into the core business and what has actually been reported by the company, like this is not just some random website saying, hey, I think we got 130% increase. This was literally reported by the company, 136% year-over-year across growth, November 2020. So let's Google this and let's go and show this off. So you can see in articles here, here's an official statement from Moneygram right here, 11th monthly gain. Reports 11th monthly gain in digital business. So 135% year of growth. 135% year-over-year revenue growth for November. And look at this. In October, however, this upside was lower than 150% year-over-year cross-border transaction and revenue growth for October in MGO business. So not only in October and November, like they've been growing triple digits for the last couple months, these guys are reporting. So it says, notably, its digital transactions represent 27% of total money transfers in global MGO business and is the single largest originator of the same. You know, the rivals PayPal, Square, Western Union, they're big, massive companies. And MoneyGram is only a small, tiny company. They're only like $500 million company right now, which gives them the ability to just skyrocket and jump up. They could very well double or triple and still be a tiny, tiny fraction of PayPal or Western Union. One of these big companies could actually just go and buy MoneyGram, for example, as well. They'd be like, hey, we don't want this competition out there. They're doing well. Let's go and absorb them and buy them. And that will probably bring the stock price up. Like, there's just tons and tons of upside in this stock, I think. So, again, do your own research, check things out. But this is what I look for when I'm investing in, stocks or ideas. Something that is under the radar that people haven't jumped on yet. And the best thing to do is, as Mark Cuban said, is you get long and you get loud. So if you are into something and you're trying to sell something or trying to push something and hype it up, you give out your reasons, your facts, and then you get loud about it. You tell everybody and your mother. You want them to know, like, hey, this is a great idea. You get long and you get loud. That's a very, very, very powerful tool. And we've seen that with the Reddit groups where they got loud about GameStop and GameStop just surged like crazy. They got loud about AMC on Twitter, surged like crazy. Sure, it went down because it wasn't an actual organic growth. It was a kind of like hype growth where like everyone's just bandwagoning on to the play. But if you were in those stocks before the mass media got the attention of the stock, and it was like, hey, everyone's talking about GameStop. Pretty much when the mass media starts talking about GameStop or AMC, you're too late. You missed the rise in value. Like, you want to be in before the mainstream media gets it. You want to be in before those people. So then you can get the peak media. Everyone's talking about it. Like, whoa, did you see this? GameStop went up 50% today. Whoa, did you see this? GameStop went 100% today. And you're just sitting there be like, yeah, I bought that a week ago. I saw this coming. That's what you want. So, anyway, this is my thoughts on MoneyGram. Hopefully you enjoyed the entertainment video here. Again, none of this was investment advice. This is just how I think. And hopefully you had fun and a good time. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you like MoneyGram, put I like MoneyGram or I like the stock in the comment section and share the video. Tell your friends about it. Get long and get loud. That is a great, great quote from Mark Cuban. Love that. We'll talk about that more in another video. But yes, I completely agree with Mark Cuban on that topic of get loud, get long, go for it, and buy things that you believe in.